What about the elimination tournaments they had now, the real ones they had last year for the heavyweight title, when Cassius Clay or Muhammad Ali had his title lifted?
Well, yes, that was the best way to go about it. They had about 10 or 12 names that were good, sort of as we call them, good fighters, but none of them stood out that much where the rating board could put them ahead of one another. And so they had this elimination tournament, and the best one to come out of it was this young boy Frazier. And he looks like the best heavyweight in the country today. Ellis, of course, is number 2. And I believe that eventually they'll have to fight each other to see who the better of the 2 heavyweights at this time would be. I was quite surprised. I didn't think that Ellis would do this well, but he's done well. He beat Jerry Quarry, and now looks like he'll be able to fight Frazier in a fight that will determine who the best heavyweight is. And I think once and for all, we'll have one heavyweight champion again, because at this time, I guess everyone realizes that Muhammad Ali is out of the picture.
Rock, I had an opportunity to watch Jimmy Ellis in a exhibition, has a couple of rounds of sparring. He seems to be an effortless fighter, and like you say, quite surprising. On the other hand, on a closed-circuit television bout against Big Buster Mathis, I watched Joe Frazier, the little guy, give him quite a beating. He looks like he's a man that really carries the fight to you.
Yes, he is. He's the bruising type fighter. They call him a small Henry Armstrong. He's throwing punches all the time. He's coming at you. He's always forcing the fight, setting the pace, and he has a style that is pleasing, because you see action 3 minutes of every round. He will, I believe, beat Ellis because of his style and his ruggedness. Ellis is a very good fighter. We call him cute in our business, meaning that they're cautious, do not take chances, and counterpunch. These are hard men to beat. The crowd sometimes is not too pleased with their style, but they usually come out ahead. But in a fight with a man like Frazier, I would have to pick Frazier to beat Ellis. And in fact, I think Frazier could beat just about anybody at this time.
Rocky, does Joe remind you any of yourself with that aggressive?
Yes, he does, Tracy. I was hoping you'd say that, because he does have a style that is similar to the style that I had. I had to be one of those aggressive, moving in all the time, forcing the fight type of men, because of my short reach, because of my small stature, and because of the way I am built, I guess. I had to move in close and force the fight and open up a man, as they say. I was not a fancy Dan fighter, and I stayed away from the middle of the ring purposely so that I could get a man against the ropes where I did the most damage.
Rock, it's always said you could take 2 punches to give one, but that seemed to be the story with you, and worked out all right for you. How big are you?
I'm only 5'10" and a half. I only weighed 186. That was the best weight I guess I ever fought at. Small for a heavyweight. I always fought him bigger than myself, but I did have to use that kind of a style, coming in, sometimes taking 2 or 3 punches to get one in. But as you say, it did me well, and I'm quite happy that it all worked out this way.